Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hate, y'all know I really don't like being late. And look what I did. I did and gone late. Ah, anyhow. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Hope you guys are having a good one so far. Long boy, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Etikin, good morning, good evening, good afternoon as well. Doing great. My back is it's very well now. My back is actually doing great. I'm actually able to walk. I'm able to sit here now. Cause Tuesday and Thursday I could not sit here. I tried. And I don't like. So how I do it, if I cannot physically move, or if I have a sliver of chance of moving, I will do what I can. It's basically how it was for me. If I'm moving, we're good to go. I'm gonna make it work. But I also know that I couldn't move. So the fact that I couldn't move, it's like, okay, I can't physically move right now. I have to give my body rest. And that's one thing that I gotta learn is that my family are stubborn as mules. So if we're hurt, we're still gonna try to do what we can. But if we physically cannot move, then we're not. Then we won't do it. But yeah, my back was not wanting to play nice with me this week. My back is feeling a lot better. I will tell you all, heated heated heating pad. Yeah, weighted heating pads. Weighted heating pads are the way to go. My grandma got me one, or let me use hers. That thing does wonders for my back. That thing did wonders for my back. That was so good. Happy to hear that. But see, yeah, Discord. Yeah, I've been letting y'all know on Discord. I've been letting y'all know on YouTube. But and then here I am. I'm doing being late. But you know what? Hey, it is what it is. I can beat myself up more about it, or I can just continue to play the right note. And hey, here we are. So gotta do what we got. Gotta do what we can. So let's see what else. But it feels good to be back. It feels really good to be back. It feels weird kind of being back because of I haven't streamed this week. So it's kind of like a very like whoa moment for me. But I also think it's I also think it was kind of like a little blessing in disguise. Now I will say this: I have deleted YouTube on my phone because I do know that was a big factor of why I didn't sleep, of why I stayed up late last night. So YouTube is off my phone now. If I want to be on YouTube, I'm gonna have to get on my computer. I'm gonna have to physically get up, turn on my computer, and go on YouTube on here rather than it being on my phone, where I can just be laying down and be like, you know what, I want to go on YouTube. Literally roll over, get my phone, and then do what I gotta do, or watch what I want to watch, whatever it is. So I just deleted it off my phone. And if I want to watch YouTube, I'm gonna have to get on my computer and turn that bitch on. Excuse my language. I'm gonna have to physically get up. And I think that's gonna help a lot. I did that before, when I was in the very, very beginning. That's what I did. I didn't have nothing on my phone, and that really worked. So I think that I'm gonna do that again. So I'm gonna do that. So, Equinox. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you? I'm doing well. My back is doing great. It's playing nice. It's been playing nice with me yesterday since these past 2 days, and I think that's been very, very nice. It's crazy as well. How much the lower back does for us, and it's also crazy to show that like one little move can really screw up your back and like walking. So I don't take for granted of me being in walking, because there are other people who don't walk. There are other people who have worse back problems than I do. So it's like, I'm very grateful that my back was able to heal, and I was able to treat it right, and I'm actually able to walk again. So it's awesome. It's awesome. Deleting YouTube from your phone is such a power move. Damn, I may do it too. Actually, you have a point there. Yeah, I mean, it's very nice. It's the same thing with social media. I don't have social media on my phone. Like, I have no social media. I'll let y'all know what I got. I have my emails. I have photos. I have files. I have camera. I have the weather calculator. My bunch of banking stuff. My maps. So whether that be Waze, and then flight travel stuff, travel category. My maps, B&B, Delta, United. That's I don't use any of those, but they're just there for right now in case for later down the road. I have Notion, Epidemic Sounds. That's really all I got. I got Patreon, but that's really about it. I'm not on there too much. And then after that, I got clothing stuff, but that's really it. Like, nothing crazy. So, yeah, it's no social media on my phone, and that's been such a blessing, on that. And YouTube's also a form of that. So me being able to do that, me doing that is a nice power move. Not power move. Is a nice move in general. So. Did you see we're getting Teddy free next patch? Are we now? I haven't been keeping up because, like I said, I've been kind of just been resting, bedridden, just kind of making sure my back's doing good. I didn't know that we were getting Teddy. I didn't know she was coming out this quick. I thought we were going to be on here for at least 2 weeks. So Teddy free plus free star. Damn, we getting everything. She's a free 6-star. Oh, next month. Okay. I'm about to say, no way we're moving that quick. I've been gone, but I haven't been gone for that long. Next month. Okay. Good to know. So we getting everything. We get the 6-star kit. We're getting Teddy for free. We're getting her weapon for free. And we're getting her cub for free. Did we know what element she is? I'm sure we do. I mean, if it's coming out in a month, they're gonna have people are already on it. So yeah. Other than that, so I'm gonna talk about the short film. So I am working on one. I'm gonna be working on it today. But it's not the one that I talked about a little bit ago. It's gonna be the one that it's gonna be a different one. It's not gonna be the one that is very personal to me. That one's gonna be delayed until after Thanksgiving. So that one should come out. Let's see. Today's the 22nd. Thanksgiving is next week. I realistically probably won't get it out till the beginning weeks of December. Just because, it just works out that way, which is fine. I'm still great. I'm still gonna come out regardless. But I'm gonna get one short film out first before I get to that one first. It's gonna be either one short film or 2 short films after. So it's realistically look for it to be the second or third one to come out. The first one's gonna be a different short from the one I'm talking about. So it's still gonna be great. Still gonna be a great one. And then if I finish the main story today, I know we're close. I want to say we're close, but we're 41%. If we get close enough to finish it today, that will be the next one that comes out. And then hopefully it will be the one that I was talking about. We're going to see, but I do want to know that the one that I did talk about that's personal to me. That one's going to be out a little bit later than scheduled a little bit later than usual, but still going to come out. I'm still very excited for it. It's still going to be very, very dear to me, and I cannot wait. So, I'm a bit behind in your short films. I'll be sure to watch last month's of stuff whenever I can. Oh yeah, no, you're good. No rush. They're going to be there for a little. They're going to be there. They're going to be there. So you have all the time in the world to be watching them. So you're all good. Just go at your pace. So. Okay. Feels good to be back, let us say. So, gotta say, it feels weird being here. I think I haven't been here live in a very long while. Well, yeah, I mean, you've been busy grinding, you've been busy at your university, learning, teaching, learning some more, studying for universities. So you're good. You're all good. It's glad to have you here. It's been a long time, and it has been a long time, but it's also been a long time since we've been here. I still remember you coming in like whenever I was like 1, 2, and look how we now we've come a long way, which is wild to look at. So the issue is time zone. So all week I can't. Weekend is the first time I'm free. Yeah, I know. That's the other thing too. It's the time when I made that time zone switch. Which y'all know this. Y'all know this that when I'm able to take this full time, I will switch to mornings. That's been the goal always, to just stream in the mornings always. So when I'm able to take this full time, it will be from 6 a.m. It will be start time 6 a.m. Throughout that entire time. Just because, like I said, it's always worked for me that way. I've always liked streaming in the morning, and it's what got me started into this atmosphere. So I want to keep that promise and to myself and be like, all right, we're gonna stream in the 6. We're gonna do it when we get full time. So right now it's just not right now. I'm just biding my time, waiting, but still enjoying everything at the same time. And when I'm able to, we'll make that switch again. So I can't wait though. I can't wait to go back to mornings. My family may not like it, but they will know and support it regardless. Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. Mac's doing good. I woke up late over here. Talked about short films. Caught up with you guys and ladies. I think we're good to go. All right, so I want to get started on the main story. We got now. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This main story is kind of slow for me, but also, granted, it's kind of like a recap. Yeah, it's been a recap, but it's still good. It's still a main story. We got to do it. We're 41%. We still got to do all of these ones. So, like I said, I'm hoping to be caught up in December. Realistically, maybe pushing now. Late December, maybe beginning of the new year. But if I can get it done before then, hey, that's a big plus. So, okay, here we go. Episode 35 or chapter 35. Let me mute the music. Oh, I'll get started on this. I've been enjoying the new PGR stories, but have I been? So far this one's kind of meh, just because I do remember that it was being slow and it was just more of like a recap of what's happening, but like more in depth with some things. Other than that though, I hope it picks up. I know we start splitting off here, so it's gonna be interesting. I've seen some live bits from the old recordings. Hopefully you like the new chapters. I hope this one does well. I hope this one does good. I've heard that this one was the Woven Prologue, which is Discord. I've heard Discord's was really good. I didn't hear much about Veronica's. I don't know whether that was good or not. I don't know. No one. I haven't heard if it was good or not. So don't worry. Chapter 36 is not that long. You're basically there. Oh shit! Really? Okay. Cool. After the reset, Echoes Adrift is used to basically explain what differs. Okay, so this is kind of like a filler chapter then. I've heard, yeah, I was gonna say, so this is kind of like a filler chapter. It's a filler chapter, but not it's like One Piece. It's a chapter, but it's got to happen. So, this chapter and the next one will cover everything you need a bit slowly. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, Discord is not even close to best writing in PGR. Really, I've heard that it was good. I heard that it was good. So, I haven't played both Floating Liquids either. Gotta catch up. Hey, you're all good. You're right there too. So, not really. It's not that simple. You'll see. Okay. Hey, I won't assume then. I will not assume. So, Strike Face! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. Welcome! Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good weekend. My back is doing good. My back is finally deciding to play nice with me. And then I went on and go ahead and slept late. But you know what? That's okay. We're here now. Got it. It is what it is. I had to make adjustments, and I did. I deleted YouTube off my phone because I know that's a culprit right there. And if I want to watch YouTube, I gotta get my butt up, turn on my computer, sit my butt, and watch it here. So rather than I want to go to YouTube, grab my phone, turn that on, and do what I gotta do there. Nope. Deleted it off my phone. Deleted it off my phone. So good to hear. Oh yeah. I can't wait. And I can't wait to take this full time and move to the mornings, because mornings was my jam. Y'all know that mornings was my jam. All right. Now I think that's part of me growing up in the country. Growing up in the country, we gotta wake up. We had to wake up early, so so it's been nice. Caught up a little bit on the story, but haven't fully finished this chapter yet, so might not stick around for too long. All good, all good. You're just in time. I'm getting ready to start it. So if that is your cue to leave, then that's all right. I understand completely. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I want to get started on this. I at least want to try to get to 60. All right, the goal is to get to 60%. If we can get to 60%, that'll be ideal, setting us up for Tuesday. That'll be really ideal for setting up for Tuesday. And yeah, I can't wait. So, okay, let me unmute the game. Let me get situated. I'm ready to roll. I got my water. I didn't eat my apple, but that's all right. I'll eat it whenever I go do my little break. But other than that, I'm ready to roll. Oh, adjust this. Okay, here we go. Episode 10, ladies and gentlemen. Feels good to be back. It really does. Shifting story. What change? Oh, with such changes happening in the story's ending, there'll still be the same as what is seen in the shadow. Okay. Oh boy, here we go. Rebar curls like dying vines, all cracked spider web across the walls and ceiling. The once magnificent aquarium is now nothing but ruins, but inside, completely gutted by the collapse. As you navigate the ruins, coordinates with that were once cinch to spot, now damned, demand constant calibration across referencing. The red tides research here too. Oh god, I haven't voiced in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna be rusty. And I think this is still happening. So help me, if they did not fix this patch, I'm gonna be vivid. But the range is still manageable. Oh yeah, I haven't voiced in a minute. Oh gosh. I'm rusty. Yeah, the coordinates Teddy provided should be right around here. Let's take a breather for now. There aren't any new updates from them. Looking around, this area feels like a performance hall, with some streams of red tide weaving through it, the water curtain for shows still intact, and a massive whale sculpture hangs right in the middle. We're gonna talk to our girl. It's so quiet here. Commandant, you can almost hear the echoes. She furrows her brows, her voice dropping to a whisper. Could the Ascendants have set something up here? No. I'm not sure. But Teddy's analysis shows this area is prime for safely delivering Bianca's frame. Let's just hold tight. They should be here any minute now. Suddenly, you catch a flicker of something out of the corner of your eye. You spin around, there's a pale girl standing silently at the edge of your vision. She glances up at the enormous whale, but her gaze drifts into nothingness. Chaos? Ah, blast from the past. The girl looks over. The moment your eyes meet, the scenery around you shatters like glass. Then, Bianca, her shadowy figure in a dark frame, dimly appears beyond the water curtain. Bianca! A tall, twisted monster extends its withered fingers, gently touching Bianca's cheek. Bianca's lips part, but no words come. Only a broken raft, a voiceless ah-ha-ha choking in her throat. Please just laugh at me. Then, those inhumanely sharp claws rake across Bianca's cheek. Her vital fluid swells up before spilling down her skin in thick, glistening rivulets. Please. Abruptly, your view is pulled to a more distant scene. Windows howl and rain lashes down the crimson tens of Tens of meter high tidal waves surge from the sea, filling air with the putrid, fishy stench. Violent tremors shake the coastline as the punishing virus coastally into sharp crystals, piercing directly toward the Babylonian soldiers on the shore. A purple-haired ascendant is curled up in a cold iron chair, staring out at the sea. There, a massive pale figure slowly rises from the horizon. That's... Dismembered heterosapien limbs are being grafted into the pale humanoid figure, that familiar hair color. It finally hits you who it is. Chico. It's like a bucket of ice water just got dumped down on your back without you even realizing it. Your protective suit is drenched in cold sweat. Lucia instantly picks up on your restraint and stayed beside her. Commandant? Are those visions back again? It's Chico. Chico? Chico was taken by the Ascendants and bred in some kind of monster. But we still can't pinpoint Chico's exact location. Lucia's voice yanks your consciousness back to reality. Does this information really come from the time prison? Then, if the past has already been altered, or the present still unfolding according to the events according to the events of that past, according to the shadows you once saw, the purple-haired ascendant is breeding the red tide into the sea. Chico was born from the sea, bred through the dense red tide in the seawater. Bianca sinks deep into the red tide and may also transform into a witch. But under Chaos's warning, Babylonia has made countermeasures against these events in advance. Common not be having flashbacks of the original Bianca chapter. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I thought it was flashbacks, but I didn't know if they were just doing it for us to read, or if they were doing it for like showing like he's having these visions. So good to know. Thank you. If everything went off without a hit, Cerberus would have already sealed off that one outlet where the red tide would spill into the sea, and Babylonia has already sent in the task force members for backup. Yes, because... Oh, wait a minute. I don't remember her being in this suit. I don't think she was in this suit. Was she in this suit? Way before? She had to have been. No. She shouldn't have been. Don't worry, no spoiling what's going on. It's not simply to explain to the reader, that's all I'll say. Okay, good to know. Of course, the biggest wild card. On a still standing bench of the hall, a badly wounded Bianca remains unconscious. In all your visions, Bianca either morphs into a witch rising from the deep sea, or stays submerged into the aquarium's red tide. You have never seen her get a new frame, or you successfully reunite. With such changes happening, will the story's ending still be the same as what was seen in the shadows? Can you still save Chico? I have a feeling Chico still dies. I think it's still a canon event. That's gotta happen. Because I believe in Ishmael's chapter, I believe she even said that she can't be saved no matter what. Now, we've defied fate before. If we can do it, if there's a chance, we're gonna do it. Alright? If there's a chance, we're gonna do it. But I do believe it cannot be changed. I do believe that is a canon event. An unsettling feeling just won't shake. Hold on, I gotta check something. Which one was this? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Needed to check something, ladies and gentlemen. I think you are correct, though. Why does Chunny one have feral frame? I also thought, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I missed the first time. Yeah, that's what I was trying to talk about. That was what I was trying to get to. 21 having her new frame should not be happening because she didn't get that till like way later. So the fact that she had her frame there, because we saw her, because before we did see her with her other frame, her regular base A-Reg frame. So the fact that she's with her in her feral frame is kind of like a, what the hell? Like, Why is she in that frame when she didn't even get it that long? Like, when she doesn't even get it for like months later. A very interesting development. So we'll see. Unless it was a mix up on them and they mean to do it, I get it. But maybe we're gonna. I don't know. We're gonna see. I guess we'll have to find out. So maybe it happened in parallel. I don't know. I know it. She didn't get it. She didn't get that frame the entire time, unless they were. No, they weren't even running test runs on that back then, because we even saw that they were doing test runs in her chapter. Oh, that's weird. It's weird that we saw her frame like that. Unless maybe we're getting a glimpse into the future. Don't know. An unsettling feeling just won't shake. You keep frequently checking your terminal for Teddy's updates, hoping to calm your nerves. The terminal suddenly chirps. I'm just as confused as you. I was just saying, you're ahead of me too, so that's weird. Interesting. I'm gonna assume that it was maybe a mess up on them, that they didn't mean to, but I guess we'll find out. If we even do get an answer to it. Static noise. From a corner of a corridor, an intense burst of electrical interference erupts. Lucia instinctively steps forward, shielding you. Yeah, I'm always caught up with the story. No idea what that is, lol. I guess we'll let's leave it under as it was a mishap. They didn't mean to put it there. I'm gonna assume this is Lithos. Grey Raven Commandant, the captain of Grey Raven, Lucia. A man. Oh shit, that's Vonnegut. Never mind. A man's deep voice cuts through the static. His greeting makes it obvious he's been watching you. Yep, never mind. That's Vonnegut. It's our gold nugget. Oh. We already know his name. We're going to say it out. Vonnegut. The moment his voice hits your ears, his face pops into your mind, even though you only have met his agent a handful of times. The Nugget Man himself. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. I haven't done his voice in a minute. I know I'm going to butcher the shit out of it. So I'm going to mute myself real quick and get my voice ready to go for him. Should not take long. We're good. I see you remember me. Good. This is something you never saw coming. An agent showing up at the aquarium of all places. Meet me at the storage tank. Grey Raven Commandant. You think I'll show up because you say so? I need to clear some things up with you. About the tower. About the punishing virus. I don't know what you're talking about. Just dodging the question is only going to waste both of our time. The impatience in the broadcast grows heavier before abruptly vanishing. After a few muffled deep breaths, it shifts into a cold, detached announcement. I want to swim with whales. Moi moe! I can understand that. I would like to go scuba diving one day to go see those whales. Those whales are huge. Them whales are huge. From what I've seen, but that would be cool swimming with the whales one day. Like just scuba diving. Next thing you know, you just got one cruising along. That would be fun. That would be cool. So, but moi moi. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whoever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. Hope you're having a good weekend too. Welcome to the stream. Swimming with whales. That would be fun. That would be really fun. I think swimming with them would be a lot of fun. I think so. I think you would have a lot of fun too. Okay, here we go. I gotta get his voice right. It's an even trade. I don't think you truly grasp the tower yet. If you did, you probably wouldn't be here right now. Meet me at the storage tank. We will trade questions, trade answers. With those words, the broadcast cuts out cold. The speaker conviction is rock solid, as if he is absolutely positive you will show up. The tower. Crash the tower. In a flash, those puzzling words click with the inconsistence of you noticed earlier. Does it have anything to do with chaos? The shards of thought slowly connect, like a hazy web forming around you, both here and not there. Commandant? Lucia stays on guard, carefully watching your surroundings, but your mind is miles away. I was gonna say, like, we are here, but we are not here. We are gone. Fragmented images and scenes swirl in your head, blurring the lines between what's real and what's not. Chico. Lethos. Bianca. The aquarium. Among the shadows you've seen so far, it seems Vonnegut's never there. Something's deeply off. No, how could this be? Vonnegut should be here at this time. The shadow you glimpse through the cracks in time, whether in your mind, and every attempt to drive further only brings a sharp stabbing pain. This world, what exactly happened to you? Commandant, the red tide is spreading. There's no doubt about it, Vonnegut is the mastermind behind the red tide assaults on Babylonia, or at least he's one of them. I was gonna say, I know we're still waiting for one particular person to show up as well. Under his calculated command, the red tide surges upward, instantly filling every crevice between the pathways. Let's get out of here first! Lucia quickly helps up the unconscious Bianca and heads to the exit door exits the side door with you. Why the futile struggle? As if a switch has been flipped, countless torrents of water erupt from the corridors on both sides at an instant. Damn it! It's those bionic fish! Commandant, over here! The red tide, propelled by the surging waves, forces you two and Bianca to higher ground. The seawater keeps rising. The broadcast pipes into the entire hall speaker system, letting both Karenina and Teddy hear Vonnegut's voice. An agent? Teddy, can we head straight down from here? No way. This whole area is surrounded by the aquarium's glass tunnels. There's absolutely no exit. If we try to head down from there, or from here, we'll just end up in the water. Hold on. I hear Lucia. She's close by. Oh, she's gonna hammer no matter what. As soon as she heard Lucia. All right, time to go down. No way. The red tide is already in the water. No time to lose. We gotta bail and meet up with the Grey Raven. Hey, wait up. And they go. The gravitational waves effortlessly shattered the one solid metal ceiling structure, sending a fierce rush of water gushing into the ventilation ducts. Seriously? After choking down a mouthful of water, Teddy rolls her eyes and just goes with the flow, following Bianca's new frame transport pod as she follows Karenina's lead and jumps down. The red tide is in the water too. Watch out! Lucia! Due to the raging currents, Karenina zeroes in on Lucia. The two figures over there are lugging an unconscious Bianca and making a beeline for this area. Commandant, it's Karenina and Teddy. Damn it, the glass! She slams her fist against the glass, letting loose a torrent of gravitational waves. Hold on, I brought a directional explosive for that. The moment the glass shatters, water gushes out, creating a small whirlpool in its wake. A sigh from the agent comes through the broadcast, a clear sign of his frustration. Frustration with the sudden unwelcome turn of events. Amidst the stormont white noise, more water blasts through it from both sides. Glug glug. Ha! Glug 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 glug. Fuck! Instantly, water floods the entire passageway. Hop and Pete! Catch! Karenina uses the raging currents to her advantage, releasing the safety hatch on the frame transport pod, sending it plunging downstream with the rushing water. The current! Glug, glug. The current is way too wild, making it impossible to get anywhere near the transport pod. I need to initiate a deep mind connection. Oh yeah, in we go. The instant you link up with a deep mind, a sharp stabbing pain shoots from your mind beacon. Her mind, severely corrupted by the punishing virus, is riddled with festering wounds. Crimson waves surge forward, only to be firmly repelled by some unseen barrier. Bianca! Wake up! Ah, shit! The witch! Oh, shit! Never mind! The new frame transport pod. The new frame! Before you can even finish that sentence, a sharp pain blasts through your brain. Commandant! Transport pod! Copy that. Lucia shoves the frame transport your way, then whips up a quick lasso with the climbing rope, clinching Bianca and the pod together. The agent lets out a soft sigh and triggers yet another mechanism. A muffled explosion rips through the air as the lower third levels outer wall blows apart, seawater gushes from every direction. Shit! You've got to be kidding me! Glug. Commandant, watch out! Follow the current and regroup! Oh yeah! Here we go, episode 11. Oh shit! Hold on, do we get to actually play her new frame? I have not played her new frame. Here we go. Bianca sits dazed on the platform seats, an elegant electronic female voice chiming rhythmically in her ears. It's been raining around the platform recently. Please mind your step. Welcome to the Copperfield Aquarium. The broadcast plays smoothly, delivering the welcome message along with a notice that seems oddly out of place. Rain starts falling out of nowhere within the enclosed space. Everything before her blurs into downpour. The fine, misty raindrops fall, tracing a cold, stinging path down Bianca's skin. Oh shit, okay. Oh wait, hold on. Is this... This isn't the current timeline, so this has to be the other timeline. Poor Teddy. Yeah, poor Teddy just getting the glug treatment. I don't remember how I did Chico's voice. I'm sorry, Bianca. Suddenly, the rain seems to split open and a figure materializes at Bianca's side, holding an umbrella over her. Chico? With a visible effort, Bianca slowly lifts her head, name barely a whisper as she gazes at the figure. This is current timeline? Oh, this is? Okay. This is the last gift I can give you. Gift? As if on cue, a sudden gust of wind whips around them, and even the rain seems to be hanging suspended in the air for a moment. Mind shenanigans? Oh, okay. Good to know. A train glides to stop the platform. Bianca turns her bewildered gaze toward it. More like Bianca hallucinations right now. Ah, I see. What is that? She squints, trying to make sense of the scene, but no matter how hard she strains it, it remains a blur. The platform lights flickering out unnoticed, plunging into the distance in pitch blackness. Wind and rain howl through the station, making even the steel-reinforced train shudder violently. If you could choose, would you rather be a witch or a holy maiden? A witch or a holy maiden? Her jumbled thoughts slowly untangle, though she's still miles from grasping it all. Bianca mumbles her question again without almost realizing it. Yeah, if you actually got to choose, what kind of person do you want to be, Bianca? Chico hands Bianca an umbrella handle, then turns to leave. Chico, where are you going? Me? I will be staying right here. Chico turns around and Bianca finally sees her clearly. She's standing dead center on the platform with a torrential rain collects her at her feet, turning into a blinding deep crimson. This is my final stop, Bianca. But you've got to go. You need to get out of this place. Whatever you choose, becoming a witch or a holy maiden. It's all good. The train lets out a timely whistle as light overflows from its body and the engine roars to life. No. Wait. Chico, wait! Bianca seems to have snapped back to reality, yet she's still drowning in chaos. She shouts out, her mouth wide open. She tries to run towards Chico, but the instant she steps into the curtain of rain, she freezes. her brown body no longer responding to her will. Oh shit! Oh shit! God, Bianca. Bianca! Bianca! A blinding light flashes from the horizon and Bianca's eyes snapped shut. Bianca, wake up! The rain suddenly surges into the platform, swallowing the station hold. Scarlet crystals let out a mournful cry before disappearing behind the current of rain. Hollow eyes, no! The new frame transport pod! The new frame! New frame? Is... Before she could finish the question, the intense light blinks out, plunging everything into the pitch black. She's swallowed whole by the absolute desolation. Rushing water roars around her as tiny bubbles solidify into a screeching death knell outside her eardrums. An oppressive sensation, tinged with a metallic tang of vital fluid, crashes into her senses. Bianca grabs for air as her frame slowly kicks back to life. This place is... Ghostly blue water patterns slither slowly around her, as far as the eyes can see, but there's nothing but seawater in ruins. New frame. Transport pod. Even though she's not quite all there, she's already instinctively following orders from that familiar voice. Following the rope firmly secured to her body, Bianca feels her way toward the new frame transport pod strapped to her side. Verify. Retinal scan complete. Bianca, Captain of Purifying Force, identity confirmed. Underwater, gears slowly turn as the transport pod inches open on both sides. Oh, this is... She's seen this frame before. When the Science Council first started developing it. When the Science Council members discussed the frame's appearance with her, her gaze unconsciously drifted toward white. Oh shit. The coating, which was only a temporary fix to stabilize her mind, has long since been eaten away by the red tide. Her stigmata frame, strapped bare, now drifts in the empty depths of the ocean floor. Should I become a witch? I can't believe a church raised a nun like that too. No more like a witch. That woman is a witch. She killed Toby. The punishing corruption triggers violent tremors in her mind, countless voices echoing in her ears. Am I truly a witch? Patches of coating still cling to her frame, a stark reminder of the terror that haunts her, the dread of being branded a pastorcide? I think that's how it was. Should I become a holy maiden? Soon you'll be the same as those constructs you've been cleaned up by. It's the Purifying Force! Those devils! Her hands are stained with the blood of both innocent and the guilty. Can she still become a holy maiden now? If I were to choose. In the infamy of those false accusations, every mistake she has made, the defectors and the corrupted she had to kill in the Purifying Force, and the humans she had to manage to save. I am. The world's never been just black and white. The labels Holy Maiden and Winch were forced upon her. She couldn't take them off, nor did she feel like she had the right. She's grown used to being seen as a lamb, shaped by others and saddled with all sorts of alienating titles. But now, the power to choose gently falls into her hand. Following the secure lifeline given by the grave come down. Hey, it's what we do. It's another day in the office. I won't accept crimes that aren't mine, nor will I deny the sins I've committed. Come on now, break free. Yeah! Woo! I am black, and also white. The yin and yang! I shouldn't be defined by anyone else. You're goddamn right! Whether it's hatred or gratitude, sorrow or joy, the Capone of whispers still stayed sealed behind the curtain of water. Hell yeah! Bianca, I am a holy maiden. I am also a witch. Light and shadow. They dance together. Two sides of the same coin. I wield the power to bend them to my will. And so I must. Hey! Hey! She look good! She look good! Woo! White suits her. White indeed does suit her. My lady, you look good. In the seawater, she opens her eyes. Oh yeah, we get to finally play her too. I'm excited. I have not seen any gameplay yet. Oh boy. Oh shit. Please tell me it's English. Bro, the way she's stepping and walking too. God almighty. All right, here we go. Her kid is super varied. She's super fun. Hold dodge, hold blue. Okay. I shall remember that. Come on now, what we got? No! It's not English! I don't mind that I don't... I do not mind the Chinese version. I do not mind it. I just wish I got to hear her English voice. Can I change it? Is there any way I can change it now? Sound. It's English. No. All right, here we go. The newest chapters should be English, though. I thought they would be. That's what I thought, too. I guess they're not. They started doing English consistently. Yeah, they did. They did. And yet here we are. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe I have to do this. Let's save it. Maybe I have to change it. Hold on. Hold on, I think I found it. Woo! I almost fucked that up. This chapter is only Chinese. Ah! That's alright. Oh shit, we're starting. Hey, she got her whip! What the hell? She's just putting belt to ass. Oh my goodness. Yo! Holy shit! Oh my goodness. Yo! That's crazy. Damn! Okay! Oh my goodness! So her basic attack is just... Wait, what's G? Oh, oh! Oh, light and darkness. I'll see. So that's her hold? Oh, you can move it. Ain't that cool? G, yep. Yeah, G switches her element between dark and radiance. Ah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Bianca was the first one to introduce the elements, right? The different elements. Which way am I going? I'm going this way.
存在备用电力，去周围看看好了。
Okay. This way.
供电系统的能源被切断，是升格者做的吧？供电系统的能源被切断，
Oh, woof.
是升格者做的吧？
She's the first with Radiance. Yeah, with Radiance. Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought she was the first one to be introduced into that. And currently the only one too. Teddy is next. So I wonder if Teddy's gonna be. I wonder what Teddy's is gonna be then.
还好，升格者没来得及摧毁这里的备用装置。
I thought he meant Aphex in general. Well, I know that there's. I know that they introduced. I know Bianca's first for Radiance. Now I'm still new to it, so I have no clue what the fuck it really is. But I also know that they did like a an element type as well, like with you could run Lilith, Lucia, and I believe someone else, and then you could run them as different elements. I can't remember what it is though. We should go this way. Can I open? Can I turn? Can I can't operate it now. Oh, nice detail. Oh my. It's just trying to poke at us.
电力恢复了，要快点去找指挥官。
Oh wait, we're separated? Oh, I didn't know that.
红潮，他们居然在
Look at it, it's just dancing.
藏匿了这样量级的红潮。
And we're just casually walking. It's just. Oh, we can jump. Good to know. Well, I probably shouldn't jump down. You know, yeah, I shouldn't jump into the red tide. That would probably force me to die. Yeah, that's what I thought. I had to try. Yeah, look at it. It's just dancing. It was dancing. Whee!
No mercy.
Oh my.
To the dirge of finality.
Oh my goodness. Oh wait, what's one? Oh, there's your big old hammer down skill. So let me switch to. Oh, we parried. Didn't know we could. Didn't know we parried.
Endless night. Freeze the moment. Untainted thorns. Purge all sins.
Hey, so does she? Is it just those two moves? I want to make sure that way, you know, I don't fuck up.
Return to silence.
Oh wait.
I pray for your fate. No mercy. Exterminate. Endless night. Freeze the moment. Untainted thorns. Purge all sins.
Hey.
I pray for your fate.
Her Radiance gameplay is just spam yellow, hold blue. Oh.
Exterminate. No mercy.
Oh, you can hold blue. You can.
Tear asunder this withered light. Hearken now to the dirge of finality.
Holy shit. I like both of them. I think I like the dark side more, just because like you're seeing a lot more action. Oh wow, that was crazy. We just saw our ass, respectfully. But she's wearing shorts, I believe, so we're good.
指挥官，请进之处。
Alright. Orienting herself, Bianca moves toward the Graven Commandant's position. I prefer light personally because her style, gameplay, she has a parry. Oh, wait, so her dark form, she doesn't have a parry, but her light form, she does have a parry. Plus, there are funny texts with remembering the last blue orb phase. Really? Chloe pulling the seawater out of the passageway. The red tide, the murky serpent, slithers along both sides of the path. Maybe these mind disturbances are just lingering effects on the severe punishing virus corruption. Hazily, Bianca catches glimpses of indistinct shadows along both sides of her path. I will say, this music is really good. In the church amid the wind and snow, she sees herself praying devoutly. Dressed in a nun's robe, she has knelt countless times before the statue, hands clasped, praying for the children to be fed, for people's safety, for God's people to find salvation for. They knew that were great sophisticated calculations, and the conclusion I was reached was that even the angel of love was nothing about her. I raised her up. Mechanoids have no concept of time, but I found that 9,460,800 minutes passed by in a flash. If only I could see Bianca, my child, grown up. If only. God loves and blesses the... Oh, is it still him? God loves and blesses the world, but as a mechanoid. No, this is Bianca. I don't even receive such blessings or protection. Still, if my constant prayers of PT mean anything, please protect my... Who is this? I didn't... Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. The priest was a mechanoid? I don't think they said that. I don't think they said that in any of her interludes or affection stories. So this is news to me. It's useless for PPC Warzone gameplay, don't worry, but her style / boss no-hit gameplay was super fun. I see. I've seen Neo Angelo doing the Bianca style combo on YouTube. I didn't even think she could do that. Oh. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, that guy just does a bunch of runs, correct? They did? They did? When? I don't remember that. What? Well, hold on. When was it? Was it during her, which affection story or interlude? Which one was that? Please protect my child. No other human children like her. God. If I ever lose myself, I'm ready to face any judgment and punishment. She once prayed for divine guidance, hoping it would show her the way forward and help her make the right choice. Interlude? I don't remember. Now, granted, it's been like a long time since I've done them, but I guess they did. I take your word for it. It's a long while ago, so I don't blame you. I was gonna say, yeah, it was like a long time ago. She sees the construct, bound by a restraint device, standing behind the door, staring ahead with lifeless eyes. This is why I despise people talkative. If it weren't for the useless human waste earlier, we wouldn't have been in this predicament right now. What we sell is safety. Safety is achieved by weapons and strength, and what's the most powerful weapon in our era? I'm sure you know that answer yourself. You are my fondest creation, except for that little flaw of yours, your faith, which prevented me from wiping your conscience clean. But one thing you have in common with the other products is that, like all weapons, you have limited lifespan. Don't waste your energy struggling, soon you'll be the same as those constructs you've cleaned up. She dropped her hands, no longer knowing how to offer her prayers to God. She has prayed, countless times, yet God only rewarded her with suffering. He gives his strongest battles to his toughest soldiers. She sees the deflecting constructs who were slain. Purifying force. It's the witch from the purifying force. Why? Why are you coming after me? I haven't done anything wrong! I just want to live. That's only why I sold information about the task force to. What else could she have done? But it troubles me sometimes as well. Why would I have conflicting thoughts when I claim to abide by my faith? Hands once collapsed in prayer now reach for guns. Palms had one held lilies, now grip a bow. This music is setting the tone really well. I do remember this one. This is whenever I do believe she decided to killed Wen. If I remember right, I think is whenever she killed Wen or she was getting ready to. Her hands aren't soft or warm anymore. They've turned to cold metal, covered in countless scars. She has silently kept her prayers while others brand her knuckles with all sorts of labels, yet she seems to have forgotten whether in her prayers or killings. Bro, the music! She's always been the one behind those hands. Your faith is not wrong. It's your faith that makes you strong. You're goddamn right! You're goddamn right! I'm gonna assume this is us. It's your contradictions that give you your gentleness. That is why you are Bianca. Which makes me Bianca. Falling into the mist of seawater, she finds herself again. Light and shadow play tricks, shimmering as strange illusions twist and form within the red tide. Countless memories, some hers, some not, steadily flood her mind. Gosh, you look good! Are these red tide projections just hallucinations in my mind? Images she's never seen before, flickering within the red tide. If we can still talk like this after this battle, what will you say to me? Seeing what I've become. But no matter what you say. Without missing a beat, Bianca presses on toward the Commandant's location. Yo! Yo! Dude! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! You will probably be pleased to see what I've become. Whether it's about faith or bloodshed, light or shadow, I can play any part. Woo! But I am always myself. The female construct, longsword in hand, relentlessly carves through the sealed door head. I am a holy maiden. I am a witch. I am Bianca. Woohoo! Hell yeah! God, bro, she looked good, and that artwork goes crazy. That artwork goes hard. Oh yeah. Okay. I can do this episode, and then I'm gonna get a water, and then we continue on. Oh shit, that's right. Okay, here we go. So we did get separated by the world tide. So now this is probably where we're gonna learn some interesting lore. We're gonna learn some interesting lore, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Your mind feels like it's drowning in some freezing liquid, and a thick white fog is swallowing everything you can see around you. It's an odd feeling, both foreign and familiar at the same time. The white fog slowly clears, and a dark, mirrored surface appears before you. A mirror. You reach out to touch it, but instead of your reflection, you are startled to see that the white-haired, red-eyed girl who calls herself Chaos. The mirror shadows without warning. Oh. Okay, we're getting backstory of Chico. Origins of Chico. Crazy. I was not expecting to have origins of Chico, but here we are. We got a little bit of origins from her, but I that's really about it. You seem to have plunged into a new dream. A world woven and controlled by the blue-haired girl right in front of you. Good morning. Did you get your homework done last night? She asked the figure in the void. Have you finished it? Did you use the method the teacher showed us yesterday? The scene shifts. Now, the girl is strolling across what looks like school campus. Small Chico? Yeah, small Chico. In the future, I'm leaning toward the Science Council, or maybe the Star of Life wouldn't be half bad either. I'd rather have something more stable. Being a construct is just too risky. Well, them cards were not in your deck. I'm sorry to say, them cards were not in your deck. This seems to just be another day in the girl's life. You expect this dream to be the same as all other ones, meaning its end in chaos, but just as it starts to shatter, the blue hair girl whips her head around and locks eyes with you. Oh shit. Head warmer shard. What? Are you talking to me? The blue hair girl's gaze holds unwavering, searching as she stares at you. Here, take it. The heteromo shard. The heteromo shard. A weird sense of deja vu plays on the tip of your tongue. You still don't remember a thing, do you? What am I supposed to remember? You should remember. Her lips keep moving, but not a single word she says makes sense. A sharp, piercing pain explodes deep in your mind. Wait! Looks like it's not time yet. The blue-haired girl lets out a soft sigh. I was gonna say, she went from happy to sad. Not time yet. What does that mean? It's not your time to grasp all of this yet. Then, where am I? Don't you already know? This is my dream. But you could talk to me. In the previous dreams you have experienced, you were always pretty much just an observer. You could have talked to anyone in them. Previous dreams. Before you could even wrap your head around why that thought popped into your mind, the blue-haired girl speaks again. It's chaos. She cocks her head, listening intently as if she's trying to pick up on something. Looks like this information doesn't belong to the future, so I can actually talk about it. Really? That's interesting. So anything... Well, it does make sense, though, because... if we remember correctly, when Luna was in the past, she couldn't speak on anything because she was afraid that it would alter something. But I don't think that this is going to alter anything either, so it doesn't belong to the future. So I wonder if that's the case here. How Luna was able to kind of like give a small dose of like hearing everything, but give a flower because it's not going to do much. I wonder if this is the same case. Chico can't. It's like if she talks about it, stuff fucks up, but it's not in the future, so she can talk about it. What? I heard Chaos's voice through the red tide, and Chaos led me here. Time's running out. Remember, don't trust a word Vanaket says. Kill Chico and take the Heteromo Shard. But Chico's already... Yes, don't trust a word Vanaket says. Kill Chico and take the Heteromo Shard. And... Never mind. It's nothing. Who are you exactly? You don't need to know who I am. It's not important. Excuse me. I'm not gonna lie. When I had to sneeze when my back was fucked up, that shit hurt. That hurt. I'm like, oh! Because when you contort, like your back also contorts, that hurt. I'm like, oh! Here we go. Keep in mind what I told you. You... Moonlight flares violently overhead, your vision blurs then darkens before an unseen force seizes your consciousness, hurling you back your body into the brutal force. That hurts! Your eardrums are still throbbing from the water pressure, and your body feels like it's been tampered by the herd of elephants. Every joint screams in protest. You're awake. Who are you? Oh, there's no need to play dumb. Unless you're aching for me to introduce myself again. I'm Vonnegut, an agent, as you can see. This area must be the storage tank they kept talking about. The huge storage tank is brimming with churning red tide, and every now and then, Hiroki just slowly crawl out, only to be cut off by the force field the agent has set up. That force field seems to serve as a protective barrier. Why would they need to protect me? If you can talk normally again, I need to confirm some things with you. Thinking, thinking of taking the plunge. No, not really. The barrier holds firm, pushing you back. No need to test it. You're not leaving until you answer my questions. He pauses, lost in thought for a moment. Did you... I keep fucking up his voice when I do that part. Did you know I would show up at the Copperfruit Aquarium? Or rather, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? His tone is sharp, probing. How do you know I saw something? You have no idea what Lucia has swept off to, or if the others made it out safely. For now, you should try to buy some time with Vonnegut. What did you see? Then you've got to answer my question first. Go on. Ask it. Why did you bring the red tide into the aquarium? To breed hetero creatures. The red tide helps the sacrifice get reborn. You've already seen what it does. But shouldn't agents obtain their subordinates through the filtering? Those cannot be called subordinates. And that makes your second question now. Well, we did do that last time too. We talked with him because we asked a question and then we were like, we asked another question. He's like, you've asked twice. You've asked two now. Or you could just toss me into the red tide. For some reason, you're getting a weird sense of deja vu. Somehow tells somehow tells you that Vonnegut's real game isn't just to dump you into the red tide and turn you into some glowing blob of goo. The Ascendants, in retaliation to the agents, do not fall under subordinates. Agents only possess the opportunity to present them with choices, but the power to decide always lies in their own hands. What the agents filter out are simply those still capable of walking this path. But enough. I'll say no more. Now, tell me, what exactly did you see? What exactly did I see? Ever since you first heard about the Copperfruit Aquarium, that odd sense of deja vu has kept churning inexplicably along with the fleeting glimpses of the red-eyed girl, Chaos, and Bianca, whom you unexpectedly saw. Vonnegut seems really fixated on what you have seen, but part of it also has it in him to be hooked. What part of him has it to be hooked exactly? I saw the sea. You choose one of the most cryptic explanations as your answer. That's it. That's it. That's it. I saw Ascendants breeding monsters in the sea. In the sea. I thought he was cutting us off. My fault. Just like what you were doing now. Afterwards, tons of hetero creatures invading the coastal conservation areas. There should be more to it than that. Of course. You studied the agent's expression, racking your brain for anything you might want to hear. I remember Vonnegut bringing up the tower. But in all the scenes I saw, that once never popped up. I also saw the orange cat. Hold on. Okay, so the tower we did see, but we don't want to give that one out. Tropical fish. We could play that card. The orange cat, though, is a bit weird, but I think I want to play that one. We got 2 truths and a lie. Orange cat. What else? An orange dog. Maybe I should just fold you into the red tide and peek right into your memories. To tell the truth, I saw the tower. So you are connected to it after all. What did you do to the tower? What could you possibly do to the tower other than tear it down or climb it? I tore down that tower. That's impossible. I'm just kidding. Seriously though, tearing it down would be quite a feat. I climbed that tower. Ascending the tower with a mortal body. That's impossible. His eyes you warily. Evidently I did. Otherwise, what do you think caused everything that's happening now? The agent face gives nothing away as he mulls over your words. The human before him clearly knows something, or rather he has seen something. But what the human just told him must be a lie. A flesh and blood body simply can't get into the tower, so the Grey Raven Commandant's claim of seeing the tower could be total fabrication. If seeing the tower is a lie, then the human truly never laid eyes on the tower. Could it be that the Grey Raven Commandant genuinely has nothing to do with the tower's disappearance? His chaotic mind lets out garbled screams. The agent shoves down the clamor and flips through his notebook. According to his notes, the last message from inside the tower stated that the tower was steadily expanding and that he must take over the tower to achieve his goal. For that, he had made extensive preparations, breeding the red tide, preparing the key, pushing toward the cradle of the Deep Blue project, all to ensure that he was ready when the tower descended. But then he came to the realization the head of the tower has ceased to growth. His connection to his other self within his depths have been severed entirely. What about you? What have you seen? Oh, you seem so sure of yourself. Something threw you for a loop, didn't it? Go on. Spill it. Maybe I actually know a thing or two about it. Something I can't quite put my finger on is going off the rails. He says it with a calm, tired air. You've probably just lost control of it. This world needs someone to pull the reins and establish the rules. Otherwise, if this stalemate persists, it can only end in a deadlock. How is this a stalemate? However things may unfold, it's merely another turn of an endless spiral corridor. Humans develop more advanced constructs and hetero creatures evolve in new forms. Aren't you the one pulling the strings behind the hetero creature's evolution? It's the only path to take. A choice I have to make. The agent raises an eyebrow slightly. What we need to focus one on is the future that lies much further ahead. You saw what would happen in the future. You're looking to rewrite what's to come. The future is beyond our grip. Only the present can be changed. I'm not gonna lie, he spit with that word. But you do know something of it. The punishing virus. At its core is just a way to pass on information. And I'm always capable of using it to transmit memories. He falls silent for a few beats after that, letting his words hang in the air. Alright. Enough chit-chat. The force field hums, smoothly shrinking until it pins you right in the middle.
What are you trying to do?
I thought I made my position clear enough. I need your help to break through this deadlock together. Only then can we put an end to it all.
You know I never signed with you. And when did I ever sign up for this? Did you ever give me a say?
You never had the right to choose to begin with.
He has no intention of explaining further, simply continuing to tighten the force field. It seems he plans to pack you up and whisk you away.
What about humanity's right to choose?
Aren't you meddling with humanity's choices too?
I have never interfered with humanity's choices, but humanity needs the right to choose. Yes and no, right and wrong, light and darkness, justice and evil. True choice requires the power to actively decide. No civilization or species should have its destiny dictated by another. This world should never be confined to a single imposed path.
The right to choose isn't something the weak get to have.
And how can you be so sure that humans are weak?
You don't need to stall for time like this. Lucia is trapped by the red tide in another area.
Using an outdated terminal to check the time, Vonnegut shakes his head.
While it's too soon for you too soon to take you with me, I wanted objective circumstances accelerated on their own accord.
The bullet streaks through the air, then drops harmlessly right in front of the agent.
Let's go. This place is about to come down.
The agent's words are cut short by a whipped crab sharply through the air. Commandant! Hell yeah, hey, that's what we were stalling for. It's kind of funny that Shishkan ended up going with his plan anyways back then, just not the way he expected. That is true. That is true. If we're talking about Shaper's ripples, then yes. That is true. Oh, to get fucking blindsided. Okay, here we go. Actually, no, I gotta use the restroom and then we continue on. And get another water. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you all get a snack, use the restroom, and do what you gotta do. I shall be back soon.
Alright, I am back.
Ugh. Alright. Let me adjust. Alright. I'm ready to roll. And pause. Ready to roll. Okay. Shall we get started again, ladies and gentlemen? We're on episode 13. Tears. Liquid beads on the corroded walls slowly running down. The monster instinctively shrinks back into a dark corner, trying desperately to vanish into the red tide. Why are you running away? This is for the best, don't you think? Even those who can't become constructs can seek the rebirth through this project. Isn't it just amazing for humanity? The execution chair named Paper Crane moves so ever slowly with the purple-haired ascendant in it. Its joints groan with the soft shriek of protesting metal. You're not exactly happy, right? Everyone you've ever cared about died right in front of your eyes, and you're also the sole survivor. Everyone else considers you lucky, but only you truly get what the luck means. The one left behind is the one who bears the heaviest burden. The monster holds her breath, hiding and trying to dodge the propelled ascendant's chase. She unconsciously soaks up power from the red tide as chaotic images flicker through her mind in slow motion. Yuko! A woman with blurry features stands on the other side of the impassable red tide. Her lips move as if she's trying to say something. Yuko! Chico still can't quite make out the woman's face, but somehow she sees the woman is smiling from across the shore. Oh, shit. Okay, this is that scene. Speak up! I can't hear you! The woman across the red tide raises a gun, appearing to say something else. Yuko? In a hazy memory, the woman known as Yuko collapses, hitting the ground hard. Yuko. Sister. You're crying. You've remembered something, haven't you? Someone is talking. Nice to meet you, Miss Chico Kirishima. Since we're family now, there's no need to be so formal. You can just call her Chico or sis. Chico? Let's take care of each other from now on, Yuko. That's right. The sound of dripping water gets louder. The monster shivers, reliving what she's been through and all she's lost. We're cut from the same cloth, Chico. Don't you want to break free from this endless sorrow? All you have to do is... The monster trembles as grief washes over her mind like a tidal wave. Sis, what's wrong? Your father passed away. Since we already read this part, we're just gonna skip it. Every goodbye rings like a death knell, drawing her even closer. You want to see them again, don't you? I can't quite access all your memories right now, but that must mean the world, these must mean the world to you. Don't be afraid. The sound of scraping metal gets closer and closer. Forced to relive chaotic memories, the monster trembles in agony. I can't even itch my head real quick! There you are. The monster lets out a piercing shriek as her mutated armor shatters piece by piece after Paper Crane's attack. Your incubation isn't complete yet. Even if you escape now, you won't survive. Kill me. Oh, not just yet. The experiment will work. Your life will ride on a higher form. It can always be even better. The grand stage
For a nice battle.
Pepper Green holds back the weakened monster while the Purple-Haired Ascendant makes his way onto the island via a hidden path. This is it. He gently and patiently lays the monster on the altar on the island center. Be patient. As long as the final 6 succeeds, it'll never hurt again. You'll have a dream so sweet even death can't touch it. Lothos looks at the monster, recalling Chico's memories that he has witnessed. He must really miss her. He twirls his long hair as if seeing someone else through Chico's memories. It's all good now. It'll all be over in a blink. You're going to be reborn right here. The red tide spreads out from below, slowly swallowing up the monster's body. Cluck, 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 cluck. I really should have slapped the propeller engine on my frame when I had the chance. Karenina and Teddy dragged themselves onto the beach, painstakingly clearing out the water from their frames. Vonnegut was busy whisking the Commandant away, so he didn't spare attention for them. The two got swept out to the sea through the aquariums, busted out a wall, and really struggled to get back to shore. They think that the agent actually showed up at the aquarium. We gotta report this to Babylonia right away. Karenina shakes the seawater from her hair while firing up her terminal. Teddy, find our old campsite. We need to head back and back way Raven up as soon as we can. Teddy? Over there. Crimson waves surge in the distance, building into massive swells. The red tide? How's this even happening? Vonnegut deliberately sabotaged the aquarium, causing the red tide inside to leak out. Karenina, is there something you need to... Agent Vonnegut just showed up at the aquarium, nabbed the Grey Raven Commandant, and wrecked the whole place. The red tide spilled out of the aquarium, and a huge wave of Heddo creatures is about to hit the shore. We're running on low on supplies from our initial deployment. We need backup now. Just got straight to the point. On the lower first level, the engineering force heavy machinery has dug a massive hole, letting blinding daylight flood in. I hear something. This is the spot. He points to the heavy machinery toward the weak point in the structure. Everybody inside, spread out! As soon as it gets the green light, the heavy machinery swings its excavator bucket. Not the unshuttled first. Under Chrome's direction, the Scarlet Revelation followers and injured constructs from the Purifying Force crawl out one by one through the narrow passageway. It's the sky. Whoop. My lord, thank you for the divine grace. The followers drop to their knees, tears streaming down their faces. Wow, you might as well be thanking me instead. If it weren't for me, who'd be bothering you with your religious nuts? Lulu carries out the last injured follower, huffing and puffing from the effort. We also have to thank God for guiding these noble people from Babylonia our way. It was his divine guidance that led us to them. They're truly messengers of the divine. As Grace prompting, the followers take turns expressing their gratitude to those from Babylonia. Lulu rolls her eyes decisively and walks away, clearly not wanting anything more to do with anyone from Babylonia. What's the situation outside? We've deployed the mega weapons from Broad to now. Huh? Aren't our captain and vice captain with you? They were transporting Babionka's new frame. They should be with Lucia and the Grey Raven Commandant. The aquarium exploded afterward and seawater flooded in. I'm not certain about the current situation below. Is this the last batch of the backup of the engineering force? How many task force members have arrived? I need some task force soldiers to come with me and... You can't go any further down. It's completely flooded with seawater and the red tide. Karenina and Teddy walk up from outside the ruins. Karenina, what's the Commandant and Lucia? We were swept apart by the rushing water. Teddy and I lost sight of them. The lower second level and everything below are completely flooded. Seawater is carrying massive amounts of red tide back into the ocean, and the Heddo creatures and ascendants they were keeping in the aquarium are now heading straight for the coastline. Has this been reported to Babylonia? The first batch of our mega weapons is expected to arrive in 30 minutes. We need to get ready to deploy them right away. Please help me with the resource allocation. I'm taking a team down to find Lucia and the Grey Raven Commandant. No problem. Supplies are right here. Help yourself. After that, Silica said support teams are on their way, so we won't be short-staffed on the ground. Hey, look at all you in shambles. The red-haired construct stands on the ground, a wicked grin spreading across her face. The two task force squads have divided their responsibilities. Chrome will lead Kamui and Kamu to search for the traces of the Grey Raven Commandant and the others inside the aquarium, while Vera commands service and collaborates with Karenina to deploy Omega weapons along the outer coastline. With the discussion wrapped up, Chrome, Kamui, and Kamu head out immediately. As Karenina and Vera talk about staffing, Grace breaks away from the others and approaches them, speaking a little nervously. Is there anything we can do to help? Are you with Scarlet Revelation? Karenina vaguely remembers seeing something about Scarlet Revelation in the mission briefing. Yes, I am. And I'm really sorry about all the trouble we've caused, but I'm hoping there's still a way for us to help. Oh, what's there to talk about with you folks and still think they're God after a rescue? If you're itching to help, go pray to the shore and see if your God can actually stop the red tide from spreading. Praying is just one way to find comfort. We can do much more than that. Whether it's God or the red tide, our faith just grew out of our powerlessness. I used to think we weren't meant to become constructs. We were helpless against those monsters, and all we could do was run. But she has seen humans fight desperately against the impossible odds. The constructs shield their comrades, even when badly injured. Without weapons, they brawl their fists, lash out with kicks, and even when all else fails, they fight tooth and nail. As long as they're still breathing, they just keep fighting. If they could fight like that, why can't Scarlet Revelation? Why can't Scarlet Revelation be like them, throwing everything they have at fighting for a future that's ours? Her fingers centered around the metal rune, the grooves and the M symbol biting on her palm like a vow. Mons, humanity, you're really important. No matter what it is, please let us fight with you. Well, with things as they are, we've got a transport vacuum on the western coast. Can you help with supplies over to the west side so the engineering force can get the Omega weapon set up? Of course! Grace's eyes light up. Hold on a minute. Can you guarantee your followers won't serve any trouble, that they won't just make it off with the supplies halfway through? You have my word. She answers without missing a beat. I'll tell this is a test straight from God. But if they pass it, they'll achieve true rebirth. Well, there you go. Alright, episode 14. Falling. And we get to use her. Into the frame. And we get to voice Vonnegut. Hell yeah. Vonnegut barely dodges another strike from Bianca's blade, his brow furrowing just a touch. Another unexpected twist, totally off his radar. The feeling of things going completely haywire washes over him all over again. He's never once seen this particular frame of Bianca in any of the old records. Given the agent no quarter, Bianca whips her sword into a flexible lash, the tip leaving stinging after images of it snaps directly at Vonnegut's side. Wait, has he actually genuinely never seen it before, or is his mind already playing tricks on him from the Hetero Tower's disappearance? As he remains lost in thought, Bianca's lash blade cracks up from a distance. He doesn't manage to dodge in time, and a body gaps rips across his cheek. The sharp sting yanks him back to reality. After a quick calculation, he drops the force field he was holding. Instead of pressing her attacks, Bianca wheels around, darting toward you. You and Bianca quickly link up. With the long sword in hand, she once again confronts Vonnegut, who looms over the red tide tank. Wow, crazy close-up. Don't know why they're doing that, but alright.
If you two are so set on this...
He seems to flick a switch, and the ground shudders. The red tide churns into the storage tank as hetero creatures thrash and rasp beneath the surface.
I wouldn't mind keeping you both here for good.
This isn't the right time to get into a dawn-out fight with these two. The backup is already secured. Nothing can throw a wrench into his plans, even if the Grey Road come up. But it's to dust in this aquarium. The way they came from is totally wrecked by the agent. If they try to escape through that shortcut, they'll just run straight into a fully grown Chico. He'll drown all the haywire seeds together in this aquarium that's about to crash.
What a shame.
Bianca isn't sticking around to hear more. Her lash blade snaps through the air with precision, her moves getting slicker thanks to the mind connection. Catching the Grey Raven Commandant here was just a spur-of-the-moment idea. He's got plenty aces up his sleeve. Up against the formidable Bianca, the agent has no stomach for a done-out fight and just turns to bail. Only after making sure Vonnegut is fresh out of tricks does Bianca finally put her weapon away. Commandant, are you hurt anywhere? She nervously scans the health readings on the protective suit.
Oh, don't worry. I'm okay. Your frame.
Pressing the port on your protective suit, you feel the cold serum shoot into your bloodstream, honing your mind. I've switched to the crepuscle frame. It's working perfectly fine. Pulling off a performance like this was just a few adaptation tests. That's Asmos for you.
But the frame still has its limits, Bianca.
Yes, I've noticed it. This frame requires external equipment mounted to the cub to function, and it's only on a time limit.
In battle, it can last for about 5 hours.
That's enough. This window is all I need to get you out of here.
How did you get here? Can we even still head back the way?
I'm afraid not. By the time I came to, I was already in the sea. I followed the red tide's leakage and swam through a busted exterior on the wall of the aquarium's lower third level. Constructs can still move in the red tide corrupted seawater, but...
In other words, there's no way out.
There is another option. During the sweep of the... Oh, is that a face? I just noticed that's a face. During my sweep of the aquarium, I found a passage inside that goes straight into a nearby town. Even though I heard that the underground passageway caved in, maybe we still could... Her lash blade swings out, battling away a metal structure that almost comes crashing down on both of you.
Let's go. There are no other ways out. We'll just have to roll the dice with this one.
The path is right ahead. Oh yeah! Woo! Let's do it.
返回的路已经彻底崩塌。指挥官，我们继续向前走吗？
Oh shit!
Exterminate! Ha! No mercy! No mercy! Exterminate!
Okay, so we can hold this as well. Good to know.
Turn to silence. Untainted thorns. Purge all sin.
Bro, it's so good.
Endless night. Freeze them. Untainted thorns.
So good.
Purge all sin.
Oh, we didn't get the animation. What the hell?
No mercy. Terror thunder. This withered light. No mercy. Hearken now to the dirge of finality. Exterminate.
Hell yeah. We gotta jump. We gotta jump. Wait, whoa, what was that? Go back. Oh. No, what is that? Motherfucker, we just gotta keep running. God damn it. And I fall again. What is that shiny thing? I want to see the shiny thing! No fucking way I missed it again. Ha! There we go. Wah! Wah!
出口应该就在前面。指挥官，我来开路，后方的敌人交给你了，我们一口气冲过去。
Oh.
I'm fine. No mercy. Terror thunder. This withered light.
Oh, you can still, okay.
Hearken now.
I see that whenever you do that hold, you can hold it. So you hold it, boom, hold it, boom, hold it, boom, hold it, boom. And then you just kind of go crazy.
Terror thunder. This withered light. No mercy.
Hold on.
Endless night. Freeze the moment.
地面仍然在塌陷。指挥官，这边走。
Don't follow me, comp. Jump! Jump!
小心！
Perfect timing. God damn!
前面就要到出口了。
Oof. Also. Damn. She really jumped.
指挥官，这里就是出口了。
Okay. Within the Crimson Altar, bizarre skeletal rocks ringed a twisted gnarling tree as its heart. It's almost over. The tree's roots plunge deep into the red tide, drawing the tide upward to feed the monster called Cradle. Feed the monster cradle at its heart. All along the trunk, fueled by the red tide's nourishment, countless solid hallucinations bubble up within Chico's nightmare. Where's your gun? Still with me. There's only one bullet left. Got any more for me? Forget it. You've never been trained to use the gun. Yuko! Yuko! Chico just stands there, stunned, not knowing how to cross that impassable red tide to get to her sister back. Yuko smiles. Let the rotten wood burn. Yuko picks up the gun she gave her. Yuko collapses. Yuko. Chico's eyes rolled wildly as even more chaotic images surged from the red tide into her mind. Bianca, corrupted by the red tide, is transformed into a witch. Constellia in the waning days of the Golden Age. Yuko, who was transformed into a construct, ultimately became a corrupted, causing the death of many due to her own struggle. The countless fragmented images all seem to be pointing to the same ending, where she sinks beneath the sea. And that crystal known as the Headalmost Shard emerges from her lifeless body. Is that so? The vice captain of the Purifying Force, now called a monster, asks herself this question in the dream. I guess so. The fabricated Jiko answers in an equally soft tone. Living and dying like that. Does it even count for anything? I don't know. The ocean beneath breathes heavily around them, perfectly serene. At least it's better than taking your own life in the snowfields. Yeah. Is it right to take out the comrade who's been corrupted? Maybe so. The corrupted are cleared, the more comrades are saved. Is the death like hers justified? Perhaps so. She has merged with the Hello humanoid, pushing past the distant boundaries, sending information from the future to the present. Human civilization marks this as a new turning point, and the world will remember her name. She swallows the bitterness of her life and stares out at the quiet sea. Will there be a chance to tell Bianca what I saw? She'll know what to do, and she's the only one who can do it. I don't know. I don't know how many whispers of the sea can drift past on these lands where the tide crashes upon the shore. But I can get your message to Chaos. I saw her. She's up there. Or she's right here. Chaos? Her question hangs in the air as just two sit by on the shore in silence. The chaotic red tide is about to swallow this last isolated island. It doesn't matter anymore. If I can get this information to Bianca, then so be it. Waves lap at Chico's ankles. Will my consciousness linger after death? I don't know. Will I get to see those who've already passed? Maybe. Maybe not. That might not be so bad. She tucks her hair behind her ear as the crimson tide completely engulfs this lonely island. And it's settled. Goodbye. The female construct turns her head. By the way, did you hear what Yuko wanted to say to me just now? At that time? The blue-haired girl opens her mouth, but nothing comes out. She's just silently mouthing the words. It's like she says something, yet at the same time, nothing passes her lips. I see. What a shame. Chico manages a faint smile, letting the tide wash over her. The sea now lies calm, its surface undisturbed. The monster bound to that tree trunk opens her eyes. Wow, the fusion is complete. The data seems perfect. Let those frowns and the gaze tracing each flawless data point, something feels off, but the experiment succeeded. It's not exactly what he and Mr. had worked toward. Come, Chico. He calls out softly. Obediently following the purple hurdle sentence lead, Chico settles down in front of the altar. Now, We'll just wait for Mr. to join us, and before he can get the words out, the monster's razor-sharp limb flashes out. Hey! The metal execution chair doesn't even get a chance to fully envelop its master before the blade slides across the purple hill to set its chest. Lithos can't utter a sound as he split in two like a fragile autumn leaf. God damn! As if nothing had happened, the monster returns to the altar. Perhaps driven by the Head Oak creature's instinct or maybe a flicker of awakening consciousness, she stands motionlessly at the altar, submerged in the depths of the red tide. As her eyes close, the red tide around her begins to churn slowly, absorbing the red tide. What a futile struggle. Vonnegut steps onto the island only to immediately witness this tragedy unfold. Having noticed that the monster in tension, he shakes his head. Looks like this was all for nothing. The monster doesn't hear the agent's mockery. Suddenly, bizarre limbs hidden within her form erupt outwards, and the monster lets out a piercing shriek. Her body wraps and twists, and the red tide around her keeps churning like boiling water. Lithos. Is he dead? Vonnegut spots Lithos nearby and burrows his frows. While she could indeed be a return ticket, this degree of instability. The agent falls silent, deep in thought. In her current state, Chico can now serve as his return ticket, but her unstable consciousness poses a more fatal flaw in his entire scheme. While controlling the Head Oak Tower, he cannot divide his attention to also manage this unstable return ticket. But if he were to use Chico as a vessel and try to continue the incubation with Sylthia, it's a bit of a shame, really, but it's just not quite there. He's not looking to take the risk, especially not with things as they are. Tucking away Lithos' damaged frame, Vonnegut logs Chico's current status and data in his terminal. Next on the agenda is pushing forward with the Cradle of the Deep Blue project and the incubation of Sylthia, but first, he will find out exactly what happened to that tower. Oh shit, we're going straight to a boss battle? Well, I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Guess we're doing it. Was not expecting a boss fight right off the rip. To Island Town. A rusted signpost is nailed to the wall. Looks like it's been neglected for years. This passageway seems to have experienced a collapse with the rubble and debris scattered around. The path barely wide enough for two people to have been cleared out. The red tide faintly unfurls along the path, its glow seeping from hidden depths. Bianca tightens her grip on the lash blade, and as you raise your sidearm, both of you advancing cautiously down the shadowed path. Your terminal suddenly rings. Commandant, how's there still a signal here?
It's a short-range communication channel Teddy set up earlier.
Commandant, is that really you?
Lucia, where are you?
I'm in the unlocated area. Nothing but seawater and a whole lot of Head Oak creatures. Commandant, are you safe right now?
Yes, I'm safe. We had a confrontation with Vonnegut.
You quickly fill Lucia in on what is happening, give her a rough idea of where you are. An island in the sea. Got it. Commandant, I'll clear out these Head Oak creatures here, then head straight for the island to link up with you.
Alright. Stay safe.
You too, Commandant. I'll find you as soon as I can.
Right.
Having confirmed Lucia's safety, the two of you press on toward the end of the passage. The red tide traces. They're getting clear from here.
Vonnegut might have just left from here, but there might be traps up ahead.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. We're almost there. The sound of rushing water grows louder from beyond the rock wall, a sure sign that the exit is near. This is... The reversal device installed on the cub emanates a gentle glow, illuminating the path ahead. The path gradually narrows, with the stone steps extending into an unknown territory.
Is that the town up ahead?
According to the signpost right here, yeah. It's a passage built at the bottom of the level of the aquarium, leading straight to the nearest town. The town sits on a nearby island, and there are an altar set upon it. The rest of the text is illegible, Commandant.
Let's keep moving then. In any case, the aquarium is no longer safe. We have to get out of here first and figure out our next move.
The farther you advance, the stranger the city grows. Jagged stone pillars spear the sky, their bases streaked with water stains, years of neglect etched into their surface, mingling with the lingering remnants of the red tide. Commandant. Bianca shields you behind her, sending her cub to scout the path ahead. As the cub views widens, the scene at the center of the island comes fully into focus. Stone pillars jut out of sharp fish bones, spearing the twilight-streaked sky. The ruins scattered everywhere tell a story of the area's past glory. But none of that matters now. In the center of the altar stands a monster with twisted limbs, her torso hanging limp. As she sensed the cub's movement, her unfocused eyes sharpened slightly, meeting Bianca's scrutinizing gaze. She, the monster, with the faint remnants of her consciousness, still remembers that gaze. She once walked beside the owner of that gaze time and time again during missions, conquering the once treacherous trial one after another. She once watched the owner of that owner of that gaze, covered in grime, wading through swamps of sin, yet still holding on to hope. Many people attributed such sins to external force, to this flawed world, to the punishing outbreak. But you, Bianca, you're different. The monster grows confused upon the sudden surge of images within her mind. Disoriented, she acts on instinct, perhaps someone lingering shred of memory, and begins absorbing the surroundings red tide and punishing creations more frantically. But you'll never see yourself as innocent. You won't conveniently blame the punishing virus or the wrongdoings in this world. Your hands might be stained with the blood and dust, yet your soul shines with pure light. That's just who you are, Bianca. The friend stands up with a smile. So, she takes the final step at the end of the stairway, the crimson altar quietly transformed into a calm sea. Blue-haired monster absorbs his altar, and the red tide of the sea area, its form grows massive to the point of distortion. Captain, you made it. Wait. Bianca's eyes widen the moment she hears the monster's low growl. A keen awareness prickles at her senses. However, her lingering doubt is cut short by the monster's menacing strike, as a twisted arm slashes toward her shoulder. A whisper tinged with a smile blends into the deafening screech.
Did I handle the mission well?
Bianca swiftly dodges the attack. In that split second of surprise, she catches the sight of the familiar figure. Chico stands right there, her face streaked with blood, wearing a surprisingly gentle smile. Oh damn, we even get to walk up there. Well, hell yeah. There's one way to do it. Wow, what a scene. Holy shit. Ain't this a scene?
Bianca, 队长，千子，我从未想过我们会以这样的姿态再见。请嘲笑我们，不，我不会嘲笑你。我将带着你们的意志继续前行。清理部队队长比安卡。
Hey!
肃清开始。
That's crazy.
No mercy. Return to silence. Untainted thorns.
Yo, hold on.
Purge all sins. No mercy. Exterminate.
难起风浪。
I'm fine.
Oh, I gotta choreograph this fight.
Damn, that took 6 lives away. Oh my goodness.
No mercy.
余生终将被数浪击打。
Return to silence.
离开，
No mercy. Endless night.
生无常息。
Whoa, is she invisible right now?
I'm fine. Return to silence.
I like the music. It's more like sad in a way, but brings the emotion of like that this has got to happen.
Endless night. Freeze the moment. Return to silence. Untainted thorns. Purge all sin.
How am I missing? What the fuck?
终会落日。
Tear asunder. This withered light.
Why is she posing like that? Why is she posing like that? Damn. Damn! Holy shit! Oh my goodness. Hey! Hey! Okay! Oh. Holy shit! This is a long cutscene. I'm here for it. Ah, it's Big Chico! Version 2! Oh my goodness. Holy shit! Whoa! That's wow, that's one disturbing monster. Oh my god, she's got a time break?
This withered light. Hearken now. To the dirge of finality.
No way that didn't kill. Oh, I didn't do damage?
I'm fine.
Hey! Oh my goodness. Bro, what a fight scene. Holy shit.
No mercy. Exterminate. Tear asunder. This withered light.
Oh, that was some crazy slow-mo.
Hearken now. To the dirge of finality.
Dude, we're out here. Oh, we just got pushed. Switch me back. Switch me back, goddammit. There we go, that's what I wanted.
Exterminate. Endless night. Freeze the moment. Exterminate. Return to silence.
Dude! The fucking slow-mo go crazy.
Purge all sin. I'm fine. No mercy.
Oh, this should kill.
To the journey of finality.
No, I didn't kill. How did I not kill? This is actually a really good fight. This is probably one of my favorites. Damn! Hey, we ain't done yet. Oh!
Fine.
Oh, now she falls. There she blows!
他或许早已清楚自己的死
Whoa.
亡，只是这样的结局，也许才是他最渴望的。
Whoa, hold on. Whoa, what was that? That was interesting. Okay. Hold on, let me set the tone here. The rain hammers down in unrelenting sheets. Our frame runs at full intensity, blazing with pure white light, and whatever it shines, the red tide falters. Goodbye, Chico. Every goodbye rings like a death knell, drawing ever closer. The reversal device gleams like a star. With one finale, piercing wail, the colossal monster collapses lifeless beneath the torrential rain. Chico, you always did things like this. You acted all impatient, saying the purifying force is all a tool for Babylonia's grip, but you still gave me all the time I needed to investigate. You acted like you didn't care, but you were always the one taking the most dangerous missions. And you still chose the same time, didn't you? Bianca drops to one knee beside the enormous monster, her gaze fixed on those still open eyes. Even at the end, you were still trying to protect us. Protect? Yes. She kept absorbing the punishing virus in the red tide, devouring the red old creatures spawned in the sea, until the very end of her life.
Babylonia's backup came too late.
No. It was her own choice. Bianca lets out a soft sigh and stands up, cranking the reversal device to its maximum. Under its power, the monster's massive body slowly dissolves into the countless punishing particles, disappearing into the thin air. Goodbye, Chico. She couldn't choose where her life began, but she could decide how it would end. As the punishing virus slowly fades away, a crystalline shard gently breaks off what's left of Chico's body. This is
The Headwoman shard.
Don't trust a word Veronica says. Kill Chico. Take the head on her shard. The young girl's face slowly morphs into that of the deceased monster, becoming indistinguishable.
So, it was you all along.
You don't need to know who I am. It's not important. When she left, what was going through her head? The torrential downpour smashes against the ocean waves, washing over the altar. Head on her shard? Bianca is stumped, but before she can react, her cub devours the crystalline shard that pulsates with the punishing virus.
Let's head back to the aquarium and regroup with the others.
Right. The female consort turns her head, her white headscarf showing signs of burns. She's still Bianca, yet not quite the Bianca she once was. She has broken free from all the labels imposed upon her by the outside world, forging them into a symbol that belongs uniquely to herself. Let's go, Commandant.
Right.
That was a really good battle. That was probably one of my favorite fights. Just the story behind it, the music that went along with it, and the cutscene and the fights that were going with it. I think that was probably one of my favorite boss fights. Just like I said, everything kind of came together. It was the music, the story, the animations, the fighting. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It was probably one of my favorites. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. Hope you're having a good weekend. You just missed the boss fight. But I don't know if that's the end of the boss fight or not. There might be one more. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but either way, it's a good fight. I'm hoping to at least get to 18 today. If we can get to 18 today, that'll be ideal. And that'll set us up very nicely for Tuesday stream. So if I can get to 18, set us up nice. So here we go. Coastline. The waves crash in, bringing in the red tide with them. The salty wind whips across the ruins along the shore. The howls of the head-o creatures drown out the wind, and everyone along the coastline is scrambling. We've still got things under control, but we're totally short-handed. Even with those refugees and a handful of folks from the Scarlet Revelation, we're barely holding on to our transporting of the Omega weapons in the west sector. We certainly can't spare anyone else for anything else. What about Dark Ares? I just got here to lend a hand. Lucius back too, plus the other 2 Grey River members who just landed. Keep them busy. Dark Ares is already dispatched to the east sector. A massive wave of head creatures suddenly appears along the eastern coastline, almost instantly breaching the defense line there. Wait, over there. Clouds of dust roll across the edge of the breach as several transport vehicles roar toward the temporary camp at full speed. I don't see Babylonian insignia. Who are you? Ah! It's me. A familiar figure leaps down from one of the transport vehicles. The Forsaken?
This whole mess has been the pit of the Oasis. I asked Lee about it, then he reached out to Silica. The Oasis might not have a state-of-the-art weapons, but we can pitch in within with about 100 people. What do you need them to deploy?
Watanabe holds out a joint operation notice signed by Nikolai. Alright, grab the Omega weapon, send 60 people to back up the east sector, and the other 40 can hold the southern sea. The Omega weapons can keep the Head-O creatures at bay on the surface for a bit, but there are just so many of them. Karenina anxiously scans the perimeter. On the sea surface, that Strikehawk and Teddy, who's been directing drones to scan the sea surface, suddenly snaps her head up. I kind of missed some of your live stream. Kind of sad. Too busy at work these days. All good. Hey, you're all good. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry. You're all good. Just glad to have you here. A small boat slapped together from cuticle wood planks, parts the waters like mosses dividing the Red Sea. Bianca stands at the bow of the small boat, her compressor flame glowing with a luminous white light. Wherever the light touches, the red tide in the seawater pulls back. It's the Commandant Bianca! Commandant? I'm surprised you didn't say Bianca first. I ain't mad about it. I was really hoping to see Papa P look all totally wrecked. What a shame. The Grey Raven Commandant and Bianca, who had been almost declared dead, appear once again, causing a ripple of cheers to go to the camp, but just as quickly as it starts, the celebration dies down and everyone gets right back to the never-ending fight. After briefly exchanging information about the situation, everyone heads ashore together.
No, covers most of it. The infiltrated the aquarium came up empty. All we found was another drainage outlet, crossed by the following red tide trucks. Kamu did spot a sign of the lower level passage through the never found actual entry point. Still, we assumed that the island was somewhere near the aquarium's vicinity. After assembling the small boat, we scouted the likely direction and got lucky running into Bianca and Commandant.
Well, could have been much worse. At least everyone's in one piece. And now, she glances around, and pretty much everyone has already noticed the changes happening at the sea surface. The Corrupsi plan can disperse the punishing virus. The tide is finally turning in their favor. This news undoubtedly boosts morale on the battlefield, while additional reinforcements from Babylonia pour in from all sides. It's finally time for a counterattack. With the Ascendants and Chico suppression gone, the countless Head-O creatures suddenly swarm out of the ocean, instinctively crawling onto the shore. They're charging into the shallows of the tide, ferociously biting at anything in sight. This isn't good! The construct, already wounded, can't dodge the incoming wave of Head-O creatures. Then, the lash blade, gleaming with solemn light, pierces the creature. Move back! Thank you! As the Omega weapons hit peak operation, the red tide on the surface is temporarily reined in. The Head-O creatures are slowly dwindling thanks to the soldiers' cleanup efforts. Strange, there should be more Head-O creatures than this.
It's Chico.
Chico? You mean Vice Captain Chico of the Purifying Force? Didn't she go missing in the aquarium? Chico fought against the Ascendant, holding her ground until the very last breath before falling in line of duty. The agent and the Ascendant made her part of their experiment, but she still retained her own consciousness. At the altar on the island, she absorbed a large amount of the red tide and numerous Head-O creatures in the sea. That explains it.
Yep. Yepper!
The horizon where the coast meets the sky starts to glow in the white light of dawn. Ah, dawn's breaking. The fight probably won't last much longer.
Dawn's breaking. Bianca, you cannot fight anymore. Asimov said your frame can only keep fighting for about 5 hours.
But the battlefield still needs me, Commandant. My frame reversal ability can handle areas of the Omega weapons can't touch. Let me fight until the very last second before I power down. Commandant. Bianca turns, her hand extending toward you, and her smile flickers to life. Please join me in witnessing this dawn as the storm comes to an end.
Fine.
One week later. Okay, well, at least they just did a time skip. I'm glad they did that. I'm fine with that.
There's nothing much to say about the cleanup after. There's nothing much to say about the cleanup that followed. With everyone pitching in, the hetero creatures along the coastline have been completely wiped out. However, a portion of the ocean remains tainted by the red tide. It's currently impossible to predict the extent damage of the red tide will inflict on the marine environment, or if it might autonomously evolve into organisms resembling heteroid humanoids.
Alright. After jotting down this final note, Asimov gazes at the shard displayed at the center of the light screen. Atomer shard. That does sound like typical science counter, non-cumulative.
Where is it now?
At the Science Council. Want to take a look?
Alright. Maybe I can see more information from it.
He stands up and leads the way to another room. Inside the sealed glass container, the heteromorph shard flickers with bizarre colors. Distorted specks of light grow at gnaw your consciousness while golden threads unfurl from the unperceived source. Oh boy. Your heavy heart beats echo wearily, a dull drumming within the hollow of your chest. Your consciousness is dragged into a river of nothingness, swallowed by the cold seawater. Bianca's lantern flickers into focus. She's standing right before you in her stigmata frame, an exact echo of her versions that have haunted you. Together, you and Lucia enter the aquarium with her. You rescue Grace and the Scarlet Revelation, and then Bianca is separated from your group. She finds Chico and then falls into silence and deep sea. Luthos isn't missing. He confronts Bianca, trying to buy more time for the hetero-humanoid Chico to incubate, only to be slain by Bianca, and then the coastline becomes a slaughterhouse of the living and the dead. Blood, vital fluids, and the creeping red tide stain the waves crimson. This witch slays the monster on the sea.
This is...
Every scene is almost identical to what you have already witnessed through your visions. It is like watching a director's cut of a film I've seen.
It's like watching a director's cut of a film. I've seen the complete story of what if I entered the aquarium with Bianca. The time prison alone couldn't possibly explain this.
You look down on it all, and then nothingness devours the seabed. Ooh, is that Nanami? You are here. The vibrant colors of Star pierce through the inky blackness.
You...
Ta-da! This is the message from Nanami. Only for Pop and P only. The Grey Raven Commandant's eyes only.
Nanami...
Your eyelids feel like they're weighted with the lead, gravity granting you only a blurry glimpse of the figure in front of you. No peeking, okay? If you see Nanami, Nanami's magic spell just won't work anymore. This is my special gift for you, Commandant. Though I might have bent the rules just a tiny bit. But don't worry, I'm gonna pay the price for you, Commandant. So you have to keep it a secret, okay? What I want to tell you is... the answer is hidden within the secret only the Commandant knows. Now you must be buzzing with questions, Commandant, but Nanami can't spill the beans. This is just Nanami's shadow. The real Nanami is already happily soaring through the starry cosmos. Well then, that's it for now. See you later, Commandant. Suddenly, the star cluster shatters and countless golden threads wrap around you. That's interesting. You jolt awake, your collar soaked with a cold sweat you're only now noticing. The head wound shard exhibited unusual fluctuations just now. What did you see? The words are right there, right on the tip of your tongue, but you can't seem to get them out. All you can try to do is to answer by asking your own questions.
Have you analysis the shard?
Yeah, it appeared to be a vessel. Engineered purely for the data transmission. However, its encryption protocol is incredibly complex, way beyond my current grasp. The only segment we've managed to decrypt so far is this one. The gift is the future. Wait, this is the gift of the future. Yep. Yepers!
The decryption code is...
Yeah! The dimly lit archive from a hand with the file
code is saint in your fingertips. Q3126.
Yeah. Now, if y'all don't know, that Q is some crazy Morse code. That Q is some crazy Morse code because we know. Y'all should know. Y'all should know what that Q means.
It is a number.
Memories in your mind are as hazy as if shrouded in white mist, yet this one message is sheared in your brain, crystal clear.
You mean you saw the decryption code? I'm not sure.
Without hesitation, Asimov shoves you into the examination chair and conducts another full-body scan.
Brain activity is normal, and your mind beacon shows no issues. What in the world is going on here?
Asimov rarely shows us confusion.
I'm not sure.
The after effects of the time prison might explain all this, but is it really the time prison? The biting cold seawater, Bianco's struggle, it all feels too real and just might some figment of imagination.
I'll try the code you gave me. If you experience anything like this again, come find me right away.
Right. Okay.
You step out of the science console, your mind still buzzing with questions. Your terminal signals an incoming report from Silica. The military has tallied the casualty figures from the aquarium battle. The numbers are surprisingly low. You can't help but recall the horrifying vision of the coastline strewn with the bodies and wounded, the seawater a gruesome sea crimson with blood, vital fluids, and the dreaded red tide. Everyone fighting tooth and nail to survive. Thanks for the quick deployment of the Omega weapons and the Elite Squad's advanced support, you and Bianca managed to head off the Heteroid humanoid creature at the island. Casualties from this operation are way below the projected 40 to 50%. There's a talk of an award ceremony, so you might want to get your formal uniform ironed. At the end of the incident, even Silica's message takes on a cheerful tone. As you put away the terminal, your thoughts immediately pivot to what comes next. What should you do for the next step? Should you hunt down Vonnegut and put a stop to his crazy plan? Or dig into the source of your visions and figure out what's really going on? Or... oh, there's a third? As a mental checklist of tasks starts to form, the sunlight of Babylonia bathes you. Golden threads of cause and effect weave together, converging into a new path right before you. Shit. Alright, here we go. Last episode. New future. There's still some ground to cover. Let's keep moving, Commandant. Let's do it. Final episode.
931206.
The password is correct. Through some esoteric description method, Asimov managed to extract the information from the Heteroid shard, yet he remains light-lipped about how he pulled off the cracking its code. What the Heteroid shard reveals is astonishing. The Hetero Tower core, as well as the unprecedented technologies that defy current significant understandings. Curious. What's that about it? It's almost as if someone's began with the desired result and worked backward to construct the process. This approach to reverse engineer is all familiar and yet. In the Science Council Confidential Research Lab, Asimov mutters to himself as he pores over the information pulled from the Hetero core. What in the world is the Hetero Tower? Why would this crystalline cube be called the Hetero Tower core? Maybe it's the name of the special project? Never mind. There's no need to rush to decode all this right now. This will do. His gaze fixed on the Omega weapons before him.
I'm not sure why this document approach to modify the Omega weapon somewhat lines up with my earlier improvement ideas, but for what we need right now, this will do.
Asimov proposes using the core technology to enhance the Omega weapon and integrate with the central purification filter, creating a new safe zone. Hold on. We're good. That was my mama talking. The technology is quickly validated, and the first batch of modified CPF cores is deployed to the surface. Hey! Commandant?
Sorry, I was zoned out. What's up, Bianca?
Ever since the aquarium incident, whenever you have free time, you unexpectedly start thinking about those visions. We're about to reach the conservation area where we're scheduled to replace the old CPF core with the upgraded one. In the distance, the pristine central purification filter sticks out above the horizon like a white dove. I never thought they'd send us down together to swap out the central purification filter core.
Well, Silico called this a relaxing mission. Honestly, kind of enjoyed this mission.
Yeah, swapping out the central purification filter core isn't easy, but it's nothing compared to a full-scale engagement. It's been a long time since I had a mission like this on the surface. Gentle sunlight filters through the Caponi, dabbling the moss-covered path. On either side, unknown flowers bloom into a riot of color, jolting for space among the branches. To avoid attracting large groups of the corrupted, the conservation area was established deep within the forest. Approaching from the direction, you have to leave your vehicle at the forest edge and continue the rest of the journey on foot.
It's also been a while since we were out on the surface together.
So, this really is a nice mission. Bianca softly smiles, pushing aside the leafy branch that is in your way.
Oh, hey Bianca, how's your frame holding up, by the way?
Are you talking about my frame's reliance on the Cub's external gear?
Yeah.
Once the Science Council pulled the data from the Hetero Core, they developed a new power core for my frame by combining the upgraded Omega weapon and the original reversal device. It's still not quite what Asimov envisioned, but I don't have to stick to the 5-hour limit anymore.
Good. That's really fantastic news.
Yeah, it's all good news. The seaside battle, that nightmarish aquarium, all of it feels like a dark dream dissolving into the relentless downpour. Still some distance from the conservation area, the two of you sit down by the roadside and take a short rest. God damn, hell yeah, here we go! Show me! Show me! Commandant, over here. Hidden in the thick leaves, a pool of clear spring water gently ripples.
Huh. There's actually a spring here.
Oh! God damn it, she looked good! Oh! God! Bianca pushes aside the foliage. The spring mirrors her face, still as serene as a windless sea.
You didn't get your headscarf fixed at the WGAA.
Her frame is pristine white, yet her headscarf shows traces of her burns. They said they could fix it, but I want to keep it this way. Bianca gently touches her headscarf, which was burned during the battle. It's a reminder, you know, to never forget how I should face my true self.
You seem different now. Zero, Bertadius, Stigmata, Caprepsicle. You seem to have changed, yet somehow still the same.
Maybe. Through her reflection in the spring, the blonde construct gazes at you with a smile. But no matter how I change, I am always Bianca. You're goddamn right you are. Bianca, captain of the Purifying Force. She turns around and takes your hand in hers. There's still some ground to cover. Let's keep moving, Commandant.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Vonnegut sits on the couch, scrolling endlessly through his old terminal.
The Hetero Tower.
He can sense that the Hetero Tower has ceased its growth entirely.
No, ceased growth is quite right. It's more like
his concept itself has neither existed in this universe, or this concept. The agent taps his pen absently, lost in thought, before scribbling a series of keywords into his notebook.
Chico, the aquarium, Hetero Tower, info and P.
Mr. Nugget back? Yep, he's back. On the surface, his terms seem disconnected, yet they weave together into a cause of the Hetero Tower's disappearance.
I need to find a way to draw out the Hetero Tower.
What about Sothia, mister?
We'll proceed with both ends at once. Also,
A quiet uneasy takes a hold of his mind, swirling under its transforming into a chaotic noose.
the cradle of the deep blue can be put to use now.
Oh my god, I'm fucking up his voice. Leave it to me, mister. The agent in black looks out at the window. He never fails to accomplish what he sets out to do. Okay. Hey. Okay. We're going to save the rest of this chapter for Tuesday stream. Because we're going to be doing this. And then when we get done early, we're going to be doing, her affectionate story.
Which I can't wait to do. Gonna be a lot of fun. Gonna be a lot of fun me doing this one.
So, now, regardless, this will be getting a short film. Just because it is part of the main story. So, that is going to happen. That is going to be happening. So, don't you worry. This will be getting a short film. For those of you who didn't hear the news in the beginning. Oh, I ain't even touching that. I ain't even looking at that. So,
Does that future you envision include you? The one I hold so dear? Commandant?
yes.
Ooh, a lot of goodies.
What was I talking about? Let me check something. Oh yeah, she's limited now. I forgot. Anyhow, so let me talk about this real quick, and then we're gonna get on out of here. So, the short film that I talked about that was supposed to be the one that was dropping is gonna be delayed for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. Just because some things happened, so which is fine, not a big deal. It's still coming out, and I still can't wait to show you all. That's still coming out. However, it's just gonna come out after probably another 1 or 2 short films come out. So one of them that I am currently working on is going to come out first, and then main story one will come out. So chapter 35's main story will come out after the one that I'm working on now. I'm gonna be working on, and then that should align. It's just all gonna work out. All this is working out still. It should align to where I can drop the one that I was currently working on. So, and that one's still gonna be special to me, hold dear to me, and I can't wait to show you all. But for now, it's gonna be one short film that I'm working on. Then it'll go main story. Then it'll go the one that that I was talking about that's gonna be very personal to me. And then we move on with the normal scheduled program. So that's basically gonna be the what it's gonna look like. Yeah, I'm excited for it. It's a bit of a pivot, but you know, that's fine. This is what it is. It's gonna happen. We gotta make them pivots, but I can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And yeah, now that my back's actually wanted to play nice to me, I'm actually getting back to normal, regular scheduled programs now, so I'll be able to actually do some stuff. And I can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of moving parts are still in motion, and I can't wait. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get on out of here. Reminder that we will be finishing chapter 35, and then we'll be doing her affection story. And then we go into main story, I think. Yeah, we go into next main story. Because I don't think there's no floating records after that. But we shall see, we shall see, we shall see. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all so much for being here. You all did not have to be here today to watch me and decide it. And the fact that you decided to take time out of your day to watch me, I do not take that for granted. I know I started late, but hey, we're here now. We got what we did. We are very close. We're right there, ladies and gentlemen. We are right there. So, with that being said, I hope you all have a good weekend. Enjoy the weekend. And also, I'll see you guys. I believe Thanksgiving's on Thursday, so I will be live on Thursday too. But it's gonna be like in the morning, I think. So, anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for being here. I will see you all Tuesday night, 7 p.m., where we will be finishing chapter 35. Echoes, I believe. No, Through the Tide. Sorry, Through the Tide. And then we'll be doing her Faction Story when we get the chance. So, till then, have a good weekend. Stay safe. I'm out. Peace.